All right, Ian. So today we're here talking about the character you played, what skills you learned while you were in the haunted house that you could maybe take to work. So the first thing I want to talk about is your mask. So pull off your mask and show us what you look like. So what part did you play in the Shop of Horrors this year?
I actually played three different ones.
Okay, talk about that.
One of them was a zombie. The first night I played a zombie. It was quite fun, and it was like, it's still a dangerous part in it because it was still quite fun. The second one was one night when the actor for Jeffrey Dahmer wasn't here. I took his role, and it was a little different from what I was doing, and people thought it was pretty cool.
What was your favorite role?
The last one, absolutely, the clown.
So explain to us what you did when the customers came through. So how did you scare them?
One of the ways I scared them is there's a little spot that I would sit down, and since my suit didn't glow in the black light, they couldn't see me unless they were really paying attention, and I would just hop up out of nowhere. It even scared one of the other actors one time because he couldn't see me.
So one of the things we're asking today is like 21st century job skills, and one of the things is problem solving. So we took you through, we explained you different ways to play each role, but you just acted like you adapted. So explain that. How many different ways did you try to play that part, and why did you stick with the one you just said?
I did three different ways. One of them was I was at the end of the maze, and like where it was like pitch black, couldn't see me anything. It didn't really work out that well because people just wasn't reacting to it. So I tried another spot like outside of it, and it had some good scares here and there, but like it just wasn't what I wanted. So I tried that last part, and it was perfect. I loved it, and it was pretty fun scaring them doing that.
So how could you take something like that, like what you just said, and apply that to a future career or pathway or job?
Like you could, if there's multiple ways of doing things.
Okay.
You just got to find the right one for you that still works quickly and gets the job done quickly, but effectively. And if you have to, just trial and error. Don't give up, and keep on going until you get it.
Well, people watching say they see the haunted house, and a lot of them don't understand it, or they don't even realize why we do it. But what you just said kind of ties all that together. This is a huge life lesson. It really is. So, how about your interaction with other people? Did you make some new friends? Did you feel like you were more included in the club? Explain that.
I met some new people while some of the other actors, and I made some new friends too along the way, and it was all fun. Got to get close to people that wasn't really close to before, and got to see how people have changed over the years.
Yeah, me too. So I didn't know you a whole lot. I mean, I knew you. I've seen you around campus, but I really didn't know you. And during this haunted house, I kind of got to know you better and learn you're a nice young man. We appreciate everything you did here in the Shop of Horrors. So thank you for your answers.
You're welcome.
All right. On this episode of Behind the Mask, we have Addison Morgan. And although she didn't play a role inside of the actual haunted house, she did play a role that helped out. So we're going to talk to her about that. What was your role in this year's haunted house?
My little job was to make sure the right amount of people came in and out through the haunted house through the gate.
Okay. How was that, interacting with the crowds, interacting with the public? How did that go?
Some parts were easy and some were hard because they were so excited. They're just loud to come in, and it's hard to keep them quiet, kind of, so you can get a head count of how many need to come in.
Okay. So what have you learned in your CTE class, so career and technical class, law and public safety, that you applied to working up there, crowd control, things like that? Explain that.
It was just trying to be patient with everybody and not try to get too upset after trying to get them to be quiet, and they wouldn't. But
yeah. Okay. Is this something you could see yourself wanting to help out with year after year?
Yeah, it's fun.
What would you tell somebody that's maybe trying to look at the different classes that we have to offer here at Southeast High School and make a decision? Why would they want to choose law and public safety, and why would they want to choose to be a member of SkillsUSA?
It would be depending on what they want to do. Like if they want to be in law enforcement or first responder or like construction, that would be my two main things to look at.
Okay. How much stock do you put into, like how much do you value the clubs here at Southeast High School, like SkillsUSA? How much do you value that experience?
I think they're good because you can get like training for like the real world, like with being patient with people and time, and I think they're like a good thing to be in.
Okay. Well, thank you for your interview, and thank you for showing up every night and working hard here at the Shop of Horrors.
Thank you.